Alright, I'm going to record this way. Just a little audio clip so you guys know what's going on. This is for the Madden Football Relocation League that we're going to be doing right here on the SLS Gaming Network. It's going to work out real simple. We're going to have 16 teams. The 16 teams are going to be from one conference. It'll be the AFC conference. And we're going to replace those 16 teams. And we're going to then set the game up, and we are going to do a fantasy draft. And that fantasy draft will be done by the AI. The AI will select your team. We will then simulate the entire first season, because I'm a Raiders fan, so if I'm the Raiders, and I relocated the Raiders, and I became the San Diego Aftershocks, for example, that first season, I'm still going to be the Raiders. We're going to simulate that season to where I finally become the Aftershocks. At that point, players will retire, and then we will look over everybody's roster to see who you have. Now, there will be teams in the NFC, like with the Saints, the Eagles, the Buccaneers, etc., etc. Those players will technically not be a part of our league, but they can be obtained. Those players, I believe I can own all 32 teams in the league as long as I do it offline. So I will then take said players and I will release all the starters from the NFC teams. If you want somebody else on the team that's not a starter, you then have to bring it to my attention. I will then go to that team and release said player to the free agent pool, but all 16 teams in the league have the right to submit a free agent bid on the said player. Now, all games are going to be simulated through AI, much like we do the wrestling league. You get to pick your playbooks, set those things up, and what have you. The coaches of your team really don't matter because you're going to set up your place games and things of that nature. When players upgrade, I will do an upgrade video because I plan on doing 4 games on Monday, 4 games on Tuesday. Then after the Tuesday games, whether it be Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, I will go through all 16 teams so all 16 owners know which players on their teams have hit their upgrades. You then have 24 hours to submit to me the upgrade for each individual player. If not, we will hit the scheme fit. And that'll be the little puzzle piece if you're unsure what I'm talking about. I will automatically upgrade that first by default. Okay? And that's how that's going to work. The scheme fit will be the first thing that gets updated and upgraded, if you do not submit your upgrade choice. So, and quite frankly, it might be the best choice anyway for a player. Who knows, depending on the situation. Trades. There will be no trades that will take place with computer-owned teams because they're computer-owned teams and they're not in the league. Those are going to be free agent options. Trades with the 16 teams in the league will be permitted as long as they're done before the trade deadline. That trade deadline date will be decided when we actually set up the draft. And there goes an alert, so ignore that boop-a-dee-boop-boop. I know there's a lot of information I got to give you guys, and it's going to be hard for me to give you everything just now with this video, but I'm trying to give you the basics, trying to give you the setup. Teams are going to be relocated based off geographical location. So when you want to join, I will tell you the teams that are available, the cities, and then you can pick the city you wish to have, and then you get to pick which one of the 3 teams you want. Like I said, 8 spots are currently already filled, so we only need 8 more spots. It's going to be basically first come, first serve. I need people who are going to be fully dedicated, fully about it, fully involved. I don't need somebody who I can't get a hold of. I should be able to reach you every day if I need you. I doubt it. I don't need to talk to you every day. Might sound demanding, but it's just the way it's going to go, because at any time somebody might want to make a trade with you, and I need to be able to reach out to you knowing you're going to get back to me at least on a daily basis. Of course, it'll be on your time, and I understand that, but you got to understand where I'm coming from as well. The The Super Bowl of our league will be the conference championship, is what it's going to be. We're not even going to focus on what's going on in the other side of the league, so to speak. We're replacing the AFC teams. So the NFC side of the bracket, it doesn't matter what's going on over there. So whoever wins our AFC championship goes to the quote-unquote Super Bowl, if you will. So it don't matter. That game is irrelevant. Now, for scheduling, you will play 16 games, just like they do in the NFL. Each team's going to end up, because if you haven't never noticed this in real NFL, every team plays someone from the other conference 4 games. So 4 games are going to be played against NFC teams. We're going to force the winner for those games. You are automatically going to beat those teams by default. We wanted to count them as like a bye week, but the win-loss still has to count. Players are still going to get statistics. So we're still going to simulate the game, but we're going to force the win. So you automatically win those 4 games. So the worst record you can get in the league is going to be 4-12. So that's cool. At least you'll never go winless. But if you go 4-12 and all you did was beat the teams on the other side, people can still say, ha, you kind of went winless. So that's how we're going to do that. The draft. Once the initial fantasy draft is over, when the season ends and we have to do the new draft, it's going to be impossible for us to get all 16 owners together to do a live draft. It's just not going to be feasibly possible. I already know it. To get all 16 players together at the same day, at the same time, it's just not going to happen. So each owner will have to submit a priority list for the draft. Meaning, in round 1, give me the guy on the top of the board, because when you watch the draft, the game makes the projections. This is the top guy at each class, at each position, if you will. So there'll be 15 quarterbacks. They put them in order, which one they think's best to worst in every position. So if you want a quarterback in round 1, when it's your time for your team to pick, I will then select the top quarterback in that one. That's how I'm going to do it. I'll take the top quarterback that's available in the draft for you, because that's what you have wrote down for round 1. In round 2, if you have right tackle, same thing. I'll go to the right tackles. I will take the top right tackle on the board. Now, the computer will be picking players for the other conference. So when the draft is over, you'll be able to look at those players and say, man, he's pretty good. I kind of would like to have him instead of the guy I drafted. Same process as free agency. I will then take said player, release him to the free agent pool for you to make an offer, but then the other 15 owners may then make an offer. So it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. There's going to be some more details to it, some more things we got to do, some more steps. But that's all for now. If you're interested, leave a comment. I'm out. Later.